Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Rome Odunze.
58 yards.
And the Bears need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. And the tight end goes in motion left. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Hurts.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. Keeps himself upright. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
This will be caught by Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
This now a 3rd and 4.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A gain of 9 yards.
In motion, the tight end.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
73. Hey!
They'll look to throw again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Here's Williams.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Throwing is Williams.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Milton Williams.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room.
DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift.
56 yards.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
63.
And they're in an early hole. Where first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Great, set. King, Phil King. Miami. Crowd up, Yanni. 63.
Back to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, 73.
They'll set up to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
73.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Hey, Silver. No touch that. Go Silver, ready? Hey, easy. 63, bang. No touch.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
To the air, Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And Allen's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
To throw, Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Alpha, alpha, alpha.
They'll throw now on the final play.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Now inside the 25.
And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Paris Campbell
from 21 yards away.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now Hurts changing up the play.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Swift.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
And he will have the first.